Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and gear up because we're doing it live. This isn't Ask Me Anything, so get your questions over in the corners. We're also going to be going over to my funding mechanism for Super Chats as well, because I want to remind everybody, I am 100% demonetized on this platform. And what we're going to do after we go over the stories I wanted to talk about pre-AMA, guys, is that we're going to reapply live. We're going to see if Jason Burmis is truly harmful content or not. Now, I'm hoping I'm not cutting my own throat on this digital platform, and they're going to take my 53,000 plus subscribers away. Because it's never been about the money to me. I just need to survive, right? Obviously, I don't want to struggle. None of you out there want to struggle. But for them to, basically eviscerate my ability to make any money on their platform, whatever. How about my voice going out to 50,000 plus? You've already relegated me to a place where my analytics are amazing, but you won't recommend my content. So if you want to get your super chats or support me, and we're going to be going over those first before we go to all the questions. We're going to reapply to YouTube live, but I want to hit all the big stories that I've been missing as well, doing these long form interviews. I wanted to kick out more content after I did the hour-long Cynthia McKinney interview yesterday, but I had already done an hour and 40 minutes with Ricky Varandas, and that's going to be on his Ripple Effect podcast. You can get an early look at that if you like over at my Rockfin. If you are a premium member, and we'll get into Rockfin as well, because I got big news there. Get ready for the Funky Fight Companion with Front Row Brian, Ben Askren, and myself tomorrow, streaming live for premium members on Rockfin. Really excited about that. But we'll get to all that after we go over some of today's big stories, right? So Trump now has given his official denial in the failed Venezuelan raid. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of weird things going on there, right? So the two ex-Green Berets have a ragtag group of 300. People are reporting that they had their identification on them, which seems odd. I don't really know where I stand here, right? Pompeo says if they were to do it, they would have been way more successful. Trump says he would have sent more people. No matter what, we have to look at it from the perspective of why are we involved with Venezuela in the first place? We shouldn't be. And I'm not sure what to believe here. I am very open-minded in this situation. Is this, a Dollar Tree version of the Bay of Pigs? Is this something else to make Trump look bad? Some people have suggested that it's a propaganda move by Maduro, where he took somebody and then fooled these guys into believing that they were going to stage a coup and assassinate him. I don't know. YouTube, can I ask you, was it harmful going over that mainstream story? I don't know. Because when you say that Jason Burmis has harmful content, you've literally not shown me one video. Not one. And remember, you remonetized 13 of the last 14 you had reviewed on my page. So what's going on? Well, I guess we'll find out. So moving on to the next story. I don't even want to say this piece of trash's name behind me. Only in America, only in New York City, is a convicted pedophile snitch being celebrated today. Okay, he's trending on Twitter. And when I see him trending on Twitter and it's not, hey, why isn't this pedophile in jail? I want to throw up. Yes, he's a snitch. Yes, he's a bad person. He's a pedophile. That's what he is. Take a good look at what that motherfucker really is. Okay? Is that harmful that I've called out a child sex predator on your platform, YouTube? Maybe. Maybe I should be celebrating. Now, if I was giving a review of of 6ix9ine songs, or his latest video, or I was saying how hot fire it was, that wouldn't be harmful on this platform, would it? If I was celebrating a pedophile. It's weird. It's like I live in the Bizarro-verse. Next story. And we're going to get to all the questions and comments, so get them in there, guys. Let's just go right over here. So, take out the aspirin part, clip some me, there we go. Aside from pandemic, going viral, being taken down, going viral, being taken down, going viral, being taken down, etc., etc., and then trending yesterday on Twitter, and then many people making response videos that it's conspiracy crap. There's that one bald doctor that I would love to debate. I mean, it was 15,000 thumbs up, 20,000 thumbs down. I'm not even going to debate with him about Judy Miskovitz. You don't even have to bring her into the story to say, hey, well, what about the Lancet paper and the Indian paper and the 2008 Nobel laureate that are all saying this is a biologically engineered virus, Doc? Huh? I mean, the way that he acted really childish in his video as well. So I'm reaching out. You want to do a video? I know you're an authoritative source. You've got a medical degree. You're probably a lot smarter than a guy like Jason Burmis. Okay, I get it. Anytime you want to go, I'm ready to do it. On your platform or mine. And I will be 100% respectful, but we're going to have a real conversation. Are we allowed to do that? Or is that harmful content? That's a real question, because you have a guy like that who's allowed to keep his channel, monetize, make a bunch of money. And then you have a nurse who goes viral, uploaded down, taken down, uploaded, taken down, uploaded, taken down. She's not talking about biological warfare. Instead, she's talking about some of the things that my nurse sources were talking about over a month ago. And we were talking about on this program, the use of ventilators. Something Dr. Cameron Siddell, who I'm often retweeting, has warned us about. And I just want to say that if you haven't seen this video, you need to see it, because this is a legit woman who was brought in from another state into New York City, who just can't believe how people are treated. I know that Ahmaud Arbery is trending. And even when I was outside today, there were a couple of women who had big justice for Ahmaud Arbery. I'm not here to debate whether two white men killed a black man in some kind of a, racially motivated crime. I'm not going there. I'm not even going to touch that one. If you listen to this woman, she was basically saying if you were black and poor, you had zero say in what happens to your own body. Zero say. She's like, I'm trying to go to bat for these people and I can't. That's more concerning to me than something that happened 2 months ago. Not saying I like it happened. Not saying that the media narrative that they're spinning, other than the fact it doesn't seem like a cold-blooded murder. They didn't just like point, aim, and shoot. They basically, it looks like he gets shot while they're struggling with one another. And I'm not saying that these guys have the right to go out and pull guns on him and say, get in the truck either. I just want to make that abundantly clear. But what's really concerning to me is that is one person of color, and I don't base my judgments of human beings on the color of their skin, but the content of their character. But if we are going to talk about that and inequality and injustice, how about the many, many people of color that are suffering and dying in New York City daily with no voice? That's just how I feel about it. Okay, guys? So let's move on back over to the GoFundMe really quickly, so I can thank all of you that have donated and take the questions that you guys have been putting it out there for me. So it looks like it only lets me go to about 6 days back, but I'm gonna come over here, get your questions in there as well, guys. That's for sure, and hopefully we get them all. Let's see. I don't know if we've done an Ask Me Anything since 6 days. Maybe it's before, but we're gonna get it in there. Let's see. Richard Keenan says, Jason, I donated because you seem totally genuine to me, and it's a joke what YouTube has done to you. I'm just looking for ways of finding information without an agenda behind it, and believe that is what are you trying to do on your channel. Thank you. My agenda is pro-humanity and pro-truth. And that's about it, right? Pro-freedom. And by the way, Bill de Blasio actually put out today in his press conference the Track and Trace Corps. Okay, the track and trace corps during COVID 1984. I want you to think about that long and hard. And it's very odd to me that a saying that I've been using now for the better part of 15 years, the Track Trace Database Society, right, is now just one word away from a government slogan or a government agency. I mean, that's where we're at. But again, I produce harmful content because I produced a video 10 years ago, a documentary film called Invisible Empire, where we talked about that Track Trace Database Society. So odd. I've watched a couple of your docs and will watch the rest. Keep up the good work. It would be good to see you and Ike have a conversation, but probably best to do it after the 6th. It's going to be interesting. Again, Gareth is now following me. There's, others at Iconic I know. I'm talking to his other son, Jamie, and I really do want to do something once a week exclusively for Iconic because, again, I want to reach more of an audience. I want to broaden people's perspective, right? I'm not going to get it right all the time. David's not going to get it right all the time, etc. And I think that when you can challenge somebody in a respectful manner and have a conversation, I know that Angelo John Gage is over there. We had a great talk. That's how you do things. You present information and evidence, and then you try to put it in a context that hopefully is truthful and without spin. Patrick Meek says, enjoy your content. Thanks for everything you do. Richard Webb, thank you so much. Please contact Richard Dolan for an interview regarding UAP Pentagon videos. Even John Greenwald at theblackvault.com. They are two of the best. I've been to the Black Vault. I'm pretty sure I've been to the Black Vault, not for UFO stuff particularly, but I think they had a lot of MK Ultra documents as well. And Dolan is someone who I think is interesting. I would 100% interview Dolan. That would be another great interview. And guys, hopefully you really enjoyed my Cynthia McKinney interview yesterday. And then my Maria Farmer interview where she has since been silenced by her lawyers. Maybe one of the last interviews she does for a while, if at all. And I do want to thank the people over at davidike.com for posting that and sharing it with their audience as well. I like Jason Burma's work, and I am disgusted that his YouTube channel has been demonetized. Thank you. Thank you, Madeline Stone. I really do appreciate that. Christopher Malandowski says, and let's hit this, Jason Burmis is one of the most important guys out there objectively reporting alternative news that matters wherever the truth leads him. There you will find him digging away. Bravo, Jason, and keep it up, brother. The world needs you. Chris, thank you. I appreciate that. When I was... I'm gearing up for this funky fight companion where we're going to be doing UFC, all of them. We're going to start with the early prelims. And by the way, on Twitter, you'll be able to see all of us on the early prelims and I think even the prelims for free. And then for the main card, it will go to pay only on Rockfin. So we'll double stream. We'll cut the stream before that. But we were talking, me and Ben, and he asked me about the murder of Seth Rich. He basically said, Jason, who killed Seth Rich? Now, again, the counter narratives that are allowed to be put out, at least in the conspiracy world, is Hillary whacked him, Arkansas, Clinton murder. And I just think to myself, well, I don't know who killed Seth Rich. I have a good idea why Seth Rich was killed. But I said to him, what's really more important is the fact that we know that the FBI went in and got information forensically from his computer that he was indeed in contact with the WikiLeaks and giving them documents and information. And I go, and that information is in court via the leaked phone call from, it was not leaked, it was really secretly recorded phone call of Seymour Hersh. And he had no idea about it. He's like, all right, well, I'll check that out. Got back, he's like, crazy, man, crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it is crazy, Ben. Because that audio has probably been around for 3 years, and you've heard nothing about it at MSNBC, nothing about it at Fox News, right? No one plays it. No one acts like it exists. And then everything seems to be confirmed, including the fact that the person that read the document, the FBI document that wasn't supposed to exist, was Andrew McCabe, the deputy director of the FBI. I mean, what a tangled web we weave. And we can't report that in the news? I read a piece on Will Sommer by Will Sommer on the Daily Beast, and it was missing so much. And again, trying to obfuscate the real facts when it came to Seth Rich and still push that narrative that Seth Rich is a conspiracy theory and Russia, Russia, Russia. Oh, Russia, Russia, Russia. Oh, Russia, Russia, Russia. It's tiresome. It's old. Okay? And I'm not a right-wing operative. You have to be able to have discernment. Lisa Page and Peter Strzok filed for those FBI documents on Seth Rich that weren't supposed to exist. It's in the public record. We know they exist. We knew they existed when the Hirsch phone call came out. Period. That's all I can say about that. Let's see. Chris McCullen, thank you for your efforts to reveal the truth and protect speech. And remember, guys, if you do ask a question on the donation here, we will go to it today, for sure, in this. Stay strong, Jason. The world needs truth tellers like you. Thank you, Rob. Owen, all the best. All the best to you, my friend. Carol Volkman, sorry I didn't have more money. Hey, we'll take 8. I'm disabled and broke, but couldn't resist after your interview with Maria Farmer. Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for donating to Maria Farmer's Battle with Cancer GoFundMe. All you out there that did that because they saw my interview, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay? And I'm sure Maria is more than grateful for all your help and support. Let's see. Molly Hunsinger, with small monthly donations, I support independent media creators, including Burmis, Corbett, TruthStream, Conscious Resistance, We Are Change, and others. Molly, that is great of you. Those are all great outlets. Gary Christ says, to one of the hardest working, most sincere, and patriotic journalists on YouTube, God bless and protect you. I will donate to Maria Farmer as well. Thank you. Thanks for informing the world about the predator class. Thank you. And again, we'll refresh the GoFundMe later if there's more in there. And now, folks, we will get down and dirty with your phone call or your chats after. I know I keep teasing it. After we reapply right now. So here it is, harmful content. Just so everybody understands what harmful content means, we'll put this in there. Again, they gave me no specifics whatsoever, okay? No specifics, no video, none. I was already, before they did this, having every single one of my videos, what? Demonetized out of the gates and go up for manual review. So let's do it. Let's hope that I don't lose, my 53,800 plus subscribers. There's the reapply. Your reapplication is under review. There it is. You saw it. Please expect delays in application review. Yeah, they're supposed to. Listen, I'm not holding my breath, as they never, ever gave me a reason officially why they took down my Louis Gomer video where he said Erica Caramello Bar's real name, right? They never once, not one time, told me anything that I did wrong on that. And I did appeal it. I appealed it, and I got nothing. And that's the one video that not only they demonetized, remonetized, and then turned private. Yeah, that's why this system is a joke, and it's extremely arbitrary. And I'm tired of hearing that Google is a private company. It's not. It's not. Again, Google is embedded with the U.S. government, period. Google, NASA, Amazon, Goldman Sachs. Ring a bell? Quantum computing? I mean, when you're literally in the business of quantum computing and artificial intelligence together, you are a fascistic partnership. You are not a private company. When guys like Eric Schmidt are out there to save the world again. Now, Eric Schmidt, I mean, he's in the news today. Usually I have this up here, but I tweeted this out because I wanted people to know after I saw this. Where is it? Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt has reinvented himself as a prime liaison between Silicon Valley and the military-industrial complex. He's going to save us, folks. I mean, they put it right in your face. They put it right in your face. Yep. I could solve most of your problems. Eric Schmidt's Pentagon offensive. Is anyone else throwing up in their mouth? I know I am. I know I am. So let's go into it. Let's go to your questions, guys. And again, I'll check the super chats since we don't have them. You know what I mean? In about 10 minutes. Okay? So let's see. Only harmful to bad guys. Thank you so much. Greetings and love, Burmese Brigade. May God be with you all. Much love. Good day to all. Fantastic interviews with Cynthia and Maria. Thank you. Yes, so much love and gratitude towards you. Thank you, Krista. I really appreciate it. Let's do it live. Yes, you can chat live on Rockfin. And every Tuesday, so you can go over there right now at rockfin.com/Jason Burmese. You don't have to pay to endorse me. If you do, that's great. And then you get everybody's content. It's like a Netflix for creators. Let's go over there really quick. But I have a ton of free content, number one. And I also have free exclusive content every single week. So, for instance, what was our free one this week? I believe it was going to be the Jackson Fax interview. And we're going to have Jackson Fax on. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So you can still get this one. This one's not up on YouTube. Tuesdays at noon, I go live exclusively on Rockfin for free. So make sure you're following me there as well. And for the ones that are endorsing and paying for me, we're back. We're releasing at least 5 originals on this channel. 5 for paying customers that you will not get anywhere else on YouTube or otherwise. All right, let's get back to the questions here. Let's see. Facebook.com. What's this? You should make clips of a page for important 5-minute sections of info. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Facebook's a waste. I mean, it's not going to promote me. It's not, even if I were to pay for sponsorships on, it's garbage. It's trash. I post so very little of even my personal life on Facebook. You go back 10 plus years, I'm posting pictures. And then I realized this is awful. Why am I giving these people my life story? I want a semblance of privacy. If they're going to restrict my speech, I don't think that I want them to know what type of person I am, other than an honest one. They have no business doing what they've done. You know, you have to go in to your settings where it's almost hidden, and uncheck the fact that they literally track, trace, and database your entire digital data, whether it's on your phone or otherwise, on your PC, even if you're not on Facebook. Yeah, don't you understand that's how targeted ads and big data works? Tony watches closely. Let's see, Kelly says, or have a rundown of news highlights of note. You know, I was doing the daily drop in the beginning with We Are Change. You know, Luke didn't really want me to do that anymore. He didn't see the value in it. The thing was that with the daily drop, it was more like a 10 to 15 minute drop. I wasn't quite as back in the game and seasoned again. And sometimes I do a kind of drop like that via one of these AMAs, where I hit a few of the stories that I didn't hit this week and didn't do a full breakdown of. So hopefully this is that kind of thing, Kelly. Tony watches closely. Yes, as long as you have endorsed a creator there at Kelly Lee. Oh, you can't? So I'm pretty sure you can. You don't have to endorse anybody. Do you have to endorse somebody to get into the live chat? Oh, I'm not sure. If that's the case, I'm gonna talk to the people at Rockfin to try to encourage them to change that so that everybody can get in the live chat. Kelly Lee YouTube is dead to me. It's the second largest search engine in the world, and it rivals global television. You know, that's why it's such a powerful platform. It's allowing me to come to you in full 1080p. You know, again, technology is a double-edged sword, right? It's like a hammer. I can build a house, I can bash a head. YouTube is dead. But harmful, says Doug. Oh, well, that's a big jump. There's the jump. There's the jump. Let's see. Got to get it up. Wow. Sorry, guys. You see how it is. There we go. We're back. There we go. Let's see. Harmful. Louis Rossman was flagged for HAR. I don't know what that is. Cool. Don't I have? Look like Jace. Don't know what that is. Venezuela stinks of deep state FF to make Trump look bad. Those guys had no intention of starting anything with 2 guns. Yeah, again, the whole thing is really fishy to me. I don't know. You got to be effing kidding. Louis Rossman was flagged for harmful content because of his cat, Mr. Clinton. Was the cat's name? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know who Louis Rossman is either. You can join free, but not see the premium content unless you have endorsed someone. But you can still chat there for free. Okay, thank you, Tony. I thought you could. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't think you wouldn't. Sick World, 6ix9ine, or whatever. Any criticism of PC topics is harmful, bullying, hate now, which is weird because who decides what's politically correct? And the other thing is, you notice I'm not one of those guys that concentrates on identity politics or going after low-hanging fruit, right? That's not me. That's never been me. Will I talk about some of those stories? Maybe. But they're certainly not the ones that I focus on. Swing up, baby. Swing up. Boom, boom, boom. I'm punching up. I don't got a great right. And I got an even worse left. But this mouth, wow. Burmis, how come you don't report much on Canada news? Probably because I'm not Canadian. And I'm less immersed in it. However, I reach out to Dan Dix quite a bit. I've had, Lee Stewie did do my 24 videos in 24 hours. Ended up being 26. And she's another great reporter from over there. I'm just less immersed. Certainly, it affects over here, and I've talked about the assault rifle ban a little bit and jumping on that. Dan was out there videotaping a lot of those reopen protests, and YouTube just took them down. Again, that's another really worrisome thing, that you can't go into a public square and tape the news and say these are lockdown protests and then report them live, but any news outlet that's an authoritative source is allowed to go get their little window clips, put together a 3-minute propaganda piece, and then demonize those people, and that's fine. What? Huh? Yeesh. And Dan, not only getting his videos taken down from that, somebody bottled him in the head. Dan's not, I'm a little guy, Dan's smaller than me. Okay? And I'm not some tough guy that wants to get bottled over the head. Yeah, I mean, you kill somebody. Sick World. This is the video I sent you, Jason. So many people sent me that nurse video. I can't even tell you. I mean, just like so many people sent me the pandemic video. I endorsed Jason and Steve. Well, thank you, Kelly. They're playing the long game to profit off the madness when he gets what happens to snitches in that culture. And by the way, Steve is Steve from Slow Newsday and Action for Assange. Steve Poikonen, friend of the show, comes on quite a bit. I'll be doing Action for Assange this coming Tuesday evening. What all music do you listen to besides Slipknot? Any death metal or black metal? Not too much death metal or black metal. I would call, a lot of people used to call it new metal, but I would say it was groove metal. Been a big Korn fan forever. Love, I guess industrial metal, big 9 Inch Nails guy. I still think that Limp Bizkit's fun. And they got crapped all over. I've seen them several times. System of a Down, one of my favorites. SOAD, baby, live and uncut. Then you got Rage Against the Machine. I was listening to some Run the Jewels. Wu-Tang Clan for the rap. I like a lot of what you could call underground stuff. If anybody's looking for an amazing rap album right now, R.A. the Rugged Man's new album is not only insightful, but just awesome. I'm going to buy a hard copy once he starts shipping them and they're actually going out. I know nobody has hard copies anymore, but I'm just going to rip it and put it to my phone anyway, or download it and put it to my phone after I buy it, and then maybe frame it up there because it's that good. His previous album, Legends Never Die, is one of the most underrated hip-hop albums of all time as well. One of my faves. Obviously, Tool, Perfect Circle. I was listening to some Perfect Circle today. Their cover of Annihilation. Oof, good stuff. But I like classic rock too. I mean, I like 50s rock. I like doo-wop. There's pop that I like. The Who is a band I listen to quite a bit and get on kicks with. So I'd like to say that I have a big, long list of music that I'm into. I also like comedy and parody songs. Like, I know that Weird Al is a legend now, but I was digging that stuff back in the day. The Lonely Island, that's another one. So I also like to smile and laugh. Let's see. Then, talking about Rockfin, you can see premium content and chat there while they are live streaming on Rockfin. Talk about the murder with the defib at 40 beats per minute. Yeah, no, we've talked about that. I mean, again, I'm not calling it murder because they're going through protocols, and I think a lot of it is just kind of willful ignorance, right? And the fact that their upper echelons are the ones that are demanding it, and not everybody has a malicious intent. In fact, I'd say the vast majority of people working on these things do not have a malicious intent. That's not what this is about. So again, if you go all the way back to when people were screaming at me for daring to talk to nurses at Stony Brook and Queens and giving their word-for-word accounts about the vents, right? And then bringing up Cameron Siddell the next day, and people actually told me he was an actor. I mean, just the most, vile bullshit you could imagine. I think ventilators are the absolute 100% last resort. Okay, period. Let's see. That'll be good when we get deplatformed. I'm trying not to get deplatformed, and I know I don't have a backup channel yet. I don't know that I want one. If they're going to do this to me constantly, is it even worth it? Is it even worth it, YouTube? Eventually, you will be taken down, and obviously it is at this point. Again, as big as television, if not bigger. Second largest search engine in the world. So you utilize what you have. Let's see. That'll be good when we get deplatformed. He's got enough on his plate just covering the U.S. I try to do global politics. Guys, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go check the GoFundMe. If you have donated and asked a question, we'll go there next. It sucks we can't do the Super Chats, right? Now, another thing, other than the money on the Super Chats, is the fact that obviously I'm a little bit behind, and every once in a while the Super Chat will pop up about something I more recently talked about, and it's fresh. One of the great things about that. Hamilton says, love the sincerity. Love you, brother. Love what you do. Everything live here, Jason. If you ever are in Wichita, Kansas area, let me know, and I'll buy you a beer. I miss going to bars and having a beer. I really do. Hope you researched her. When I heard her, I was upset. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, the nurse. I think that woman is extremely genuine. Silence for speaking the truth. Corporate media is terrible. Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine. I love it. That can't be the real Tekashi, right? That can't be. Let's see. I would love it. Oh man, that would be awesome if Tekashi 6ix9ine actually was in my live stream. Oh, it can't be. It can't be. Let's see. I like how both of it, if it was his comments aren't there. That would be epic. Please tell me that's Tekashi. Oh man, let's show it and see if I can hit it. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, bro. What can I tell you? I care less if you're a little FBI snitch at all. Can we open that? I can't. What can I do? Man, I want to. All right, so let's just look if that's him. We'll do it live. It can't be him, right? It can't be Tekashi. Oh, by the way, stop molesting kids and taping it and putting it on Instagram, Tekashi, if you really are in there. So let's see what his YouTube is like. What is it? Let's do it. Tekashi 6. See, when you make enemies with high-level pedophiles, things are awesome. This is his official. So I don't want to give this guy any play. Nah, this ain't Tekashi. See, there he is. There's the real one. It's kind of gross, though, that somebody would go to bat for him like that. I mean, this guy's a child molester. It's what he is. He's convicted. He's convicted. All right? And then he's got loser guys like this that pump out crap. All right. Let's see. Keemstar lifted off a bunch of YouTubers a few days ago who've tested positive but showed symptoms in December. Good chance has been floating around. Oh, yeah. It's been here at least since December, if not November. I've been talking about that, too. And by the way, that's going to come out. Is that harmful content that I was saying that before Cuomo was saying it? And they're saying it now? By the way, my cousin Marissa, who thinks she got it in the beginning of March, got tested. They told her she was negative. She got sicker than she ever did. They told her she got the pneumonia. Never had pneumonia in her life. okay, ever. She's a healthy person. Then she gets contacted by the Bear Mountain facility, the makeshift facility. They make her go up there. The internet's jammed, the radio's jammed. She does another test. Both the swab, like brain scary test, right? Then they tell her that she is positive. She's not sick. They contact her again after a 14-day quarantine. She goes to Vassar Hospital. They test her for antibodies. She comes back negative on the antibodies now. What's going on? And they're saying that she could still have it after the 14 days, or perhaps, what was the other thing? That it was too soon for her to develop the antibodies after the virus. So many questions. I still have them. Around earlier, let's see, than what was propagandized. I agree, J-Bet. Lee Vetman, howdy. Lee, best place to be is right here. Laura Powers, wish I could give money to you after hearing Elon Musk. I bet he would send you money. I doubt it. Me and Elon ain't buddies. Listen, I'm all about what he said, and I've talked about that, but Elon Musk is putting brain chips in not only monkeys at this point. I think it was a chimpanzee that he hooked to a computer. And remember, they're going to drill 4 little holes in your head, and they're going to just wire them in via this Bluetooth device, thread them into your brain. Neuralink, look into it. Transhumanism, look into it. Gender neutral babies with weird names, look into it. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of old school. When you have a baby, first of all, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I mean, you want to identify as a pair, good for you. Gender is based on your sexual organs, period. Not on what you think. Again, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you are a transsexual. I don't care if you are a cross-dresser. You do you as long as you're not hurting anybody else. In other words, children, right? You're keeping up to adults. That's great. One of the big things that's been bothering me is all this fame and celebrity they've been throwing at Tiger Joe Exotic. Don't care that he's gay. Don't care that after one of his husbands blew their head off who was addicted to meth, that he married an 18-year-old 2 months later. Person's legal. That's fine. What I am upset about is the media's inability to report on his niece saying that they were taping sex with animals in the basement. Yeah, I'm not down with bestiality either. Okay? And I dare to say that, and I dare to speak out against these pop icons. And what am I? Harmful content. Harmful content. Because I don't give a fuck if Nick Cage is playing him in some kind of a TV series movie. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go check right now and see if we got any super chats. We do not have any fundraiser super chats, so we're going to keep going down the line. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share if you're new, guys. We do this every once so often on the channel. Let's see. Yo. Cynthia and Maria were amazing. Yes, they were. They were awesome. Let's see. John Greenwald is good. Corey Good interview was a bust, but that's another discussion. I don't really know either of those guys. Miss Cynthia was unrig mentioned. I don't know what unrig is. I've seen her wear a shirt with the hashtag unrig, but I don't know what that is. Cynthia and Maria were awesome. Thank you. Unrig. Yeah, Google it. Cynthia McKinney is a real American hero. Later I'm on mobile. Not really. RDS and the unrig stuff wasn't mentioned. I know that Robert David Steele and her did something. I don't know that she still works with Robert David Steele. That's somebody, again, that had great information over 10 years ago and then kind of showed his colors with the Children on Mars Rescue, and I think he was also a Q promoter. As far as I've seen, Cynthia's never promoted Q. I could be wrong. I don't think that she would currently promote Q. Could be wrong. But there's a woman that fought tooth and nail while she was in government, does real things. She's not just some mouth or keyboard warrior. She's an actual activist, and I got nothing but love and respect for her. That's all I can really, I guess, comment with the limited amount of information I have. Indeed, Timothy assumed Lee. Not enough truth speakers. Keep up the work, brother. Yep. Hello. Yo, you are only harmful to the bad actors, man. Thanks, Sling. Channel suppression. Dude, 13 minutes into the stream and you still don't show up as a live on the left side under subscriptions. And I've opened up new YouTube page tabs. I know, J-Bet. I know. Thank you, TJ. Let's speak. Yep, who spoofed the Seth Rich Styles files was messed up. Was a mess. I hear about these spoofing of Seth Rich files, and I've seen no conclusive evidence at all. And everybody acts like I'm super ignorant on this, but I've looked at these things, and to me, all I need to know is that the FBI did forensics. All I need to know is that McCabe went in, right? McCabe went in and read the FBI report, and Hirsch relayed that information. Seymour Hirsch isn't perfect. But remember, Seymour Hirsch is the one that helped expose Abu Ghraib based on the WikiLeaks provided by Chelsea Manning. Okay? And Hirsch, as I wouldn't call him, a 9/11 truth guy, but he certainly doesn't discount it. He hints at it all the time. He says the book hasn't been written on 9/11. And he put out a completely separate narrative about the bin Laden raid. And the fact that the left won't touch him also says a lot to me. If there are no actual facts, how can you argue that? JBet, same thing with most other truther channels. Let's see, I don't know what that means. True, it's weak on YouTube's part and don't even get reminders when I ask for it. And that was the terms of service I put in there. Doing it live. You know what? I'm going to put the GoFundMe link in there if anybody does want to jump in there and do the equivalent of a super chat. There you go. It's on the bottom right now. And remember, I'm also on minds.com as well. Go check me out there. Drum roll. Jeff Jackson Fact says, F this BS. Let's see. And Jackson, we got to get you on. I'm going to reach out sometime this week, and we'll figure out a time next week to get you on. Just the vaccine. All the cool kids are doing it. Wear your mask and trust the plan, man. The message is hell for review. I'm going to print this advertisement guidelines out, hard copy, so I can piss on them all, or piss on them for all of us. Bill Gates' new property is 2808. Whoa. I'm not trying to dox people, man. Not trying to dox anybody. I want to put that right out there. JBet, did you press the all button after the bell button? Kelly Lee says, I love the masks. This is correct. Google is a public company. Nitram Case didn't know that. Thought it was all skeptical love for Jason, also for Adam Green, but kind of not surprised. Special love. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Jason Burmis. Hey, Jason, I was watching a live stream the other night on Raw Wrist channel. I mentioned in the chat, I think YouTube keeps this shiz up. 4C, another player. Start at 2.0. She said, well, I don't know what that means. That seemed like a lot of gibberish. Couldn't really understand. LOL, Kelly Lee. Let's see. Do no evil, does evil. It was don't be evil, kind of a joke. I feel like a bandit, the bank, and screw Walmart's surveillance, LOL. Thumbs. We are experiencing higher than average reinstatement requests at this time. Yes, I'm sure they are. Let's see. What was the, not the Ivana Epstein connection. So Ivanka is the daughter, and Ivana is her mother. And Ivana is the first wife of Trump. And basically the way she puts it is that after the divorce, Epstein got Trump and Ghislaine got Ivana. And she claims that Ivana and her would ride around and pick up young girls. It's Maria Farmer. That's not Jason Burmis. Maria Farmer would know. She was at that front desk a lot. She was working with these people. Not to traffic in children, but to try to further her art career. And she saw some of the most deplorable things out there and reported them to the FBI in 1996. Think about it. Let's see. How about a class action lawsuit brought by content creators on the ground of free speech? Content creators on YouTube may well end up owning the YouTube. I've heard a lot about that and, people talking about those sorts of things. I've never really been in any kind of legal actions in my life, and I don't want to be. To be honest, not what I want. I'm not a lawsuit guy. I'm not a lawsuit happy guy. I feel like doing the right thing, correcting yourself when you make mistakes, and telling the truth should be enough. Let's see what we got here. Yes, definitely have to toggle that on and off before it gets sometimes. Let's see, set reminders. Luck and Battle Brother with the YouTube of you and the old lady Karma, and if the lab test stuff on that walk and talk was other than apply to Karma. Well, Karma's doing all right. She went out to the park with my sister and the kids the other day. I'll go endorse you, and it asked me to buy $9.99 for no ads. I click off, and it goes back to the homepage. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think you log in, you create a thing, and then you can endorse me. But I'm not 100% Vincent Clark. But again, it's a great platform just to be on there and following me. You don't have to endorse me. Any thoughts on a goat, a bird, and a papaya fruit being tested positive for CoV-2 in Africa? Yeah, I mean, all I can say is the fear-mongering is going to be there. Who knows what this really is? You look at the Bronx Zoo and the tigers and the lions. Tigers and lions and bears, oh my! Right? It seems pretty wild. Hey, good lady, Mark Zuck is not your friend. Where is John McAfee? I have no idea. Yup, FBI book. You know, the link between the military and the technocracy reminds me of my ex-military guy that was going around talking about how Bezos and Musk would be in charge of transportation in the future. Don't know what that means. Oh, there's another big jump, huh? All right, I think we're going to go for about 5 more minutes. I'm going to go check over here in the fundraiser. Nope, no hits in the fundraiser. That's all right, guys. And by the way, I do want to thank all the donors over there. Barbara Hill, Gary Christ, all you anonymous donors. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Tony, what's up? It's all over, but the crying. Hey, have you seen the doc Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars? Yeah, the stuff for Harp, I believe. That was way back in the day. Was Begich in that? Nick Begich? I may be thinking of a different one, but that might be the documentary. Let's see. A Pulitzer Prize for you and others who've shown amazing amounts of work that MSM has completely disregarded would be a good start at restoring people's faith in the complete sham of a government. I'm not holding my breath. Let me just say that. Not holding my breath. I'm in and out of the chat. I'm cooking. You are cooking, Alyssa. Thank you for all the support for the Burmese Brigade over the last few months. TJ, LOL. You would think that leveling an accusation of harmful content would come with a decent explanation or a video to point out what was so harmful. Do you think they, them includes Bill Gates and the Clintons? And why are those two conspiring with our elected officials for known and unknown agendas? Legalities? Well, I think when you have any kind of foundation, right? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Clinton Foundation, what you're really doing is you're protecting your money and your wealth from taxes. And you're establishing this idea that you're some kind of a philanthropist. Meanwhile, it is in your best interest to use these institutions to not only shield yourself from taxes, but criticism, and maybe, just maybe, be involved with something more nefarious like, I don't know, money laundering? I said it. Is that harmful content? That I speculated on some money laundering by powerful people? Well, I don't know. What Colleen said, 100%. YouTube rivals TV with 1080p. Too bad BitChute doesn't have a variety of vids channels because they've got great commentary features. Yeah, they do. And I'm on BitChute, but again, they told me that they were going to like just re-upload my stuff like they do for a Tim Pool or whatever, and it rarely happens. And I'm going to talk to some people about an app or whatnot, but until I can build like a real team, I can't post on 20 platforms, right? I'm triple streaming right now. Periscope on, I'm not going to become a Periscope partner anytime soon. Trust me. I'm just not that big. But they haven't taken anything down. And even though I can't monetize it, that's fine. Twitch, I just started. I'm not sure why, but my Twitch really hasn't taken off. You can go follow me on Twitch now. And they're going to delete every video 14 days later anyway. And then even if I make partner status, it's every 60 days. And I like the idea of being able to look at my work forever, right? I don't like the deletion of material. Let's see. It keeps coming up with a $9.99 promotion when I go to yes, because Vincent, it's $9.99 to endorse. It's free to follow. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you don't have to You don't have to follow me to see the free stuff. You have to endorse somebody on the platform to get all the premium content. Okay. I'm sorry if I didn't explain that well enough. Let's see. They don't want us knowing what's going on in the world. Authoritative source equals Mockingbird mainstream. Agreed. Canada's PM sucks. Canada people may be okay, but unfortunately for them, they have no effing rights, and it's cold as F. What are you talking about? It might snow today here on May 8th. We might get flurries in New York, in upstate New York. Can you believe that? We did get them all the way through April. Totally normal. Totally normal. And it must be all that global warming. I endorse Jason and Steve as well. Yes, you did, Jack. Amen, Jack. Yes. So Kelly Lee and Jack Smith endorsing both myself and Steve. Thank you. Rap rock always sucked. I don't know, man. System of a Down, Wu-Tang Clan. You ever hear that one? It's a good one. 2 minutes and change of pure glory with the RZA. Love it. Love it. Love it. And you know what? I like the Cypress Hill album from back in the day that kind of went that rap rock route. I think Rock Superstar is what it was called. Great album. Great album. I'm a sucker for a nice guitar riff. It's one of the reasons I like the Beastie Boys too. Oh, I highly recommend that documentary, by the way. It's really, really well done. It's directed by Spike Jonze, and even though it's a stage show, I would have expected nothing less. But it's excellent. I really, really did enjoy that 100%. Thought it was great. All right. Just listen to Limp Bizkit rolling again. Effing amazing. Rolling. All right, let's continue down the line here. Thanks for the tip, but no Sunday disco, baby. Hey, bro, you like Cradle of Filth? They're pretty good. You know, I never got into them. I've listened to a little Lamb of God from that era, but I just, for some reason, like anything post like 2005, 6, I haven't listened to a lot. Like D. Antwoord. That's some interesting rap. My best friend in the military was killed with a wine bottle to the back of his head. Reginald Haverlock Hoggard III, a.k.a. Hog. Damn. Yeah, man. I mean, you can die. For real. Rage. De La Soul album, Anonymous Nobody is the most underrated hip-hop album. I don't know, man. What about Mortal Technique? He's got some really great underrated hip-hop albums. The Third World is one of my favorites. What do you think of Oscar and McGregor going at it? I hate it. I don't want to see a serial rapist get another payday no matter what, period. And I wonder, because me and Front Row Brian have gone back and forth on Twitter via the McGregor stuff, but I'm wondering if McGregor comes up, what's going to happen? What's going to happen on the Funky Fight Companion tomorrow? Tune in and find out. Tune in and find out. I saw Limp Bizkit and Korn at the Palladium in Massachusetts. It was a great concert, but Nine Inch Nails was better at SPAC years ago. I hate going to SPAC. Was it Nine Inch Nails and it wasn't Audio Slave, right? It was Soundgarden. And I wish I'd gone because I never saw Chris Cornell on either Audio Slave or Soundgarden. I still haven't seen Nine Inch Nails live. If that's the show you're talking about. I remember that one. I wanted to go, but I hate SPAC as a venue. Hopefully they'll get live streams worked out. Think that'll change things around for them. For BitChute, yeah, that was one of the big things for him. I was reaching out. And I was really hoping that live streams were a thing because I told him if they had live streams, then I would immediately do it. They would be one of the ones I'd be triple streaming to. That would make everything so much easier. Chill Music, Robert Fripp just launched a new channel. Is it as good as Panic at the Disco? I don't know. I don't listen to Panic at the Disco. Love Corn. Have you ever been one of the 3-letter agencies in regards to reporting information they feed to you? Would you tell us about being contacted? NDA. No. I've never been do you really think the FBI, the CIA, or the NSA, or any of those things would contact me directly? I mean, who knows? Maybe I've been contacted by one of their agents or assets or whatever. The only non-disclosure agreement I've ever signed in my life was when I worked at InfoWars with Alex Jones, and I've never pulled any punches on what went down there. Ever. An NDA isn't going to shut me up for anything because what are you going to sue me for? And even if I had something to sue for, it's not worth my integrity. So it'd be interesting to get my FBI file, see what they have to say about me, see if they have ever contacted me. But as far as I know, they haven't. Not directly. Thoughts on binaural beats and music being used as a form of mind control? What do you mean thoughts? It's part of MK Ultra. Go watch. If you look at MK Ultra and how they were basically washing someone's brain, right, erasing it, they were doing it through the repetition of different sounds and sensory deprivation. And then later on, they were doing similar things in Guantanamo Bay. Do you remember in Guantanamo Bay, they had the mittens on them, they were full, the goggles, even like hoods over some of these people's heads, and they were sitting there in prayer positions. And then in the background or in their headphones, what are they hearing? I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. They're playing Barney over and over and over again. Yeah, I think it's a form of mind control. As to music specifically, rap, you should be listening to Tom McDonald. I've seen some of his stuff. He's all right. And his Lady Nova's videos. I don't know Nova, but I have seen Tom McDonald. He does have some cool stuff. Hey, Burmis, thanks for answering both of my questions. What are your thoughts on ASMR? I don't know what ASMR is referring to, so I cannot give you an answer on that one. Let's see. Hope so, JBet. I use binaural beats for meditation. Makes for OOBE if you practice. Jason, no accusations. Just wondering if they tried. No, I didn't think you were making any accusations, but yeah, I guess it's a good question. There are a lot of non-disclosure agreements out there, that's for sure. Thanks, Jennifer Jarvis. We'll look into that. Keep it up. Last Resort, yeah, I liked Papa Roach too. I think I saw Papa Roach once as an opener. You know, when Last Resort was big. Maybe, was it on the Family Values tour? I went to the very first Family Values show ever with Ice Cube and Orgy and Rammstein. Not a fan of Rammstein, by the way. Never been. And then Rammstein, when I went to go see, I want to say, had to be, was it the Pledge of Allegiance tour or was it just Slipknot? It could have been just Slipknot. I saw them again. I was just like, not my thing. I think that was just Slipknot. I think I was supposed to see Mudvayne with Slipknot, and they weren't there either. Pledge of Allegiance tour, man. Wow. I saw that. You go look that up in Albany in New York. I don't even think it was 2 weeks after 9/11, and it was Slipknot headlining, and System of a Down was the opener. What a show. What an awesome show. Last Resort. Yeah, I liked Papa Roach too. They thought I was security and they let me in once. Cool bros. How many corona patients have been saved by ventilators? Not many. I'll tell you what though, my state senator supposedly went on a ventilator and then got taken off one, so I guess not zero either. Sutter and Yuba counties are defying Newsom's reopening order and opening up faster than Newsom ordered with less than 5 deaths in each county. They see the lockdown as the greater threat. Can't disagree with them there. All right, guys. We've been going almost an hour. I want to remind everybody, if you do like what I do, please, $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. Big donors like you, Barbara Hill, I really appreciate you. You keep me moving. Again, with me being fully demonetized on YouTube, I really got to try to hit that $5,000 goal. And, 8 days in, I'm kind of on pace. It could happen. It could happen. We didn't quite reach it last time. That's fine. But I want to grow. I want an office. I want interns. That's going to be way harder to do with no colleges around, right? With everybody distance and telelearning. But we definitely want to break it out there. Want to remind people I am a documentary filmmaker for as long as they'll keep them up here. In the documentaries playlist section, we have Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. Please give them a watch. I think that you will be pleasantly surprised when you watch them and spend the time with that information of all the things that I went over so many years ago that still have not been touched by the mainstream media. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. Let's hit 54,000, right? Then 55. Let's get to 100,000 until they pull the trigger and pull me off the network completely. Remember, rockfin.com. What do I need? Oh, I'll need 69 more followers, and we hit 4,000. And remember, you can follow for free. Endorsing gets you the premium content. live for free exclusively at Rockfin on Super Tuesdays. I'm calling them noon Eastern. My boy John Fitch, who I do Mixed Martial Mindset with, he does a premium show called Boomer and Toots every day on that network as well. Steve Poikonen doing original content on Tuesday exclusively there as well. So, we're trying to make it Super Tuesday. I think that's also the day that Ben Askren and Front Row Brian release their Funky and FRB podcast. So definitely go check that out. And remember, I'm also on Minds as well. You have the Minds account. Please go check that out. Doing a lot over in Minds. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll be honest. I don't know much about how referrals work. I don't know what the tokens are really doing. I'm not the biggest guy into crypto, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get better. And I do think it's a really, really great platform. So please go check out Minds as well and get ready tomorrow. It's the Funky Fight Companion. And we're doing it live, not on this channel. It's going to be exclusively on Rockfin for people that pay. But if you want to check us out with the early prelims and prelims, it's going to be free over on my Twitter. So make sure to give me a follow there as well. Guys, I love you. Remember, it's not about left or right, Republican, Democrat. No. It is about right and wrong. And I know you guys understand that. I'll see you on the flip.